Uh, I... What do you mean I'm late? I'm not late. Oh my god. Oh my god, this guy. Hi, Jan. Hi, Bits. Hi, Smug. Like 15 seconds late. That's not how it works. I have a whole 60-second window to go live. It doesn't need to be on the dot. It needs to be when the clock says 9 a.m. You're bad at this. Okay. I need the other window. I'm dead tired and sleepy. Well, go take a nap. Nope, late. Alright. You guys are gonna start getting the Ico treatment. If I'm late, I'm just gonna delay an hour. That's what we're gonna do from now on. God, I can't even, like, say that with a straight face. No, you guys just suck at refreshing. Oh my god. I'm so congested this morning. Hi, Blank. Well, why do you think I was 15 seconds late? I literally stared at the clock. It said 59, and then when it rolled over to 9, I went live. So you were wrong. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Delayed game release by 30 days for 30 seconds of leaked gameplay. Do the Miyazaki. It's okay to be wrong, Ewan. You don't have to deny it, though. Here's the thing. I know I'm not wrong, because I watched the clock. And I know you're wrong, because you're just trolling. That's what you do. I lost one. Wow, cute streamers. Cute. Also, Bits is always wrong. There you go. I'm not a troll. What the fuck? Hi, Brown. Hi, Proxy. Hi, Gale. Oh, no. Oh, God. Proxy, I have to walk the dog after stream. Where was I? I was on this one. Hi, Zuvi. Chad agrees with you. Yeah, because Chad is trolls. That's what we built this stream on. Trolling Yulin. What the dog doing? Walk the dog on the treadmill, make 2 and 1. The problem is if I walk the dog on the treadmill, she's just going to stand next to it not doing anything. Chat, we're not trolls, are we? That you even have to ask and doubt it means you are. We'll see how today goes. I'm expecting ads because YouTube is pieces of shit and they keep disabling the ad blockers. You'd think if I slept away the whole day I wouldn't be tired now, but nope, no. You sleep too much, you tired. You don't hit that sweet spot, you tired. Fucking OBS did an update. And they killed my activity feed. Now, I had the activity speed as small as possible. Now the only thing I can see on it is a pause, skip, and mute alerts button. It's like, I don't care about these. I just want to see the actual stuff in the activity feed. That's why it's called the activity feed. The only thing I can see right now is Corvu tier 1, and that's like half of it. It's cut off. So it's like, what the fuck is this? Activity feed. Hi, Global. Hi, Sen. Oh my god. Ugh. I'm so congested. Like, I cleared my nose out before going live. But, like, doing these stretches, I'm just feeling it all come back. And I'm like, no. Skibbity Yulin. You kids and your memes and your skibbity dappers. One second. Did I unmute? Yeah, I did. I was muted that whole time? Oh my god. I cannot believe this. I don't even remember when I muted. God damn it. I'm not winded from exercise. I'm winded because my nose is just congested as shit. I don't even know why. It was the dog. It was the dog because my parents are on like a 5-day trip. And so the dog is sleeping in the same room as me. That's why. Am I allergic to dogs? Fuck. When has that been a thing? Actual sleep, not nap, hopefully. Yeah, sleep well. I know it's late for you. I was... Oh my god, I was muted for that whole planking. Hi, Juice. I love this map. I don't know if you guys knew this. Hi, Logitech. Oh, wait, no. I'm gonna keep that pin. Pin 2. I always stand there with such a sassy stance. I'm like, wait, don't fix it by that. Stand up straight. Alright, let's see if it works. No, of course it doesn't. Of course it never works. I think I've discovered the problem. We were not late, Shirkan. Hi, Shirkan. I think I've discovered the problem with my mod mic. Of course I lied to you. I believe the problem with my mic is that it needs to, like, it's not charging if I plug it in fully. The cable needs to be, like, halfway plugged in. I was not late. Shirkan, they're saying I was late by, like, 15 seconds. Because they think if I'm not going live, the second it's not... Yeah, because Jan's been agreeing to you with the whole... Oh my god. Jan's been agreeing with you the whole time, Bits. That's not, like, new evidence. You're... Oh my god, you're bad at this. I have a minute to go live. It is from 9 a.m. to 9:01. Once the clock says 9:01, then we're late. I mean, we have been to this map quite a bit, Yuli. Yeah, true. I'm bad at this, but it's bothering you to where you feel like you have to explain. It does bother me, and you keep doing it. I think my mic will work tomorrow. I think I have found the problem. Have you considered that is exactly why we keep doing it? Yes, of course. Should I just start taking shots at everyone that says the streamer late? No. Lost was late, Nodders. Lost doesn't have a time that he has to show up. Your mic wasn't working? So, right, the past like 3 or 4 days, we've been using the headset mic on the Vive Pro. And I don't like this mic. I have an Antlion mic, which literally is like, it attaches to a magnet on the left side, and it's much better. The problem is it keeps turning itself off. And I think this is because it doesn't have a charge, and I think it's not charging because it has to be charged in a very specific way. Lost is mod, he has to be here. If he's not, I can cause chaos. Lost literally works most of the days I stream, so he just can't be here. It's actually amazing that he like still pays attention while at work. Gotta do the Antlion ritual. What I need to do is make sure when I plug it into charge, I plug it in very gingerly so that it doesn't come loose at all and stop charging and die. Frost is the only mod who does this willingly. I really should have like 2 or 3 mods. I'm just bad at picking mods. Your mic is like a sweet girl. You just can't jam it in. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but you're right, Global. You are literally right. You fool, that is exactly what I wanted. If you don't believe me, ask Proxy. I don't need to ask Proxy. I believe you. Google.com. Here's something crazy. Google started in 1998. A lot of us were born before Google. That's crazy. Why would you disagree with me? Because usually you say just random stuff. Excuse me? I was born in 98. The pirate software guy. Apparently he was talking to like his nephew or something. And he was like, "Do you know that I was born before Google?" And his nephew didn't believe him. His nephew was just like, "I don't think that's true. Google's ancient." And he was just like, "Oh, stop. Random is wrong now?" Random isn't wrong, but you say like just weird nonsensical stuff. It's not necessarily random, it's just like, where did this even come from? Born before Google. That's crazy, imagine. Wait, I need to do a quick sound check. It looks so loud in OBS. Is it loud for you guys? People barely know Yahoo was a search engine. Can you believe that Yahoo had the opportunity to buy Google for like $1 million? Literally just $1 million. And they didn't. I hope that's better. It actually doesn't sound that much different, but I turned it down a shit ton, I felt. Yahoo is poopy. Why do you think Yahoo is dead? Because they clearly don't know how to run a business. Yahoo fucking says it deactivates my mails after I don't touch them for a fucking month. You know who else does that? Fucking Dropbox. I have like thousands of emails from Dropbox. It's like, hey, you haven't used us in a while. We're gonna close your account. And I'm like, good, fucking do it. And they're like, alright, now we're really gonna do it. And it's like, stop, just do it. Still waiting for the part where I'm pushing the Ancient Aliens conspiracy. Or the financial security of NFTs. Ugh, God. The financial security of NFTs. That's a statement. Leave the aliens alone. They just built the pyramids. There's an archaeologist guy that I've been seeing a lot of shorts of. And I saw him talking about one with the pyramids. Where he was like, it was physically impossible for them to build the pyramids without power tools. And without things like cranes. You think they got this 20-ton block up on top of this? Yeah, that didn't happen. Now your mind has been opened. And it's like, so you don't know what a ramp is? Do you forget that it's a lot easier to slide things up something than to just deadlift it? My parents have an ancient Yahoo email that isn't even at Yahoo. I need to help them use it every time. I was trying to get on Star Wars the other day to download the game. Oh, God. Juice, that's an email I used to use. My dad used that, and he gave me an email for that. And then eventually I switched to Hotmail. Then eventually I switched to Gmail. But I remember sbcglobal.net. Yeah, I used to have that. I like the version of that cuts to overweight construction workers doing early Egyptian building Technicolor disprove them. Wait, hold on. I like the other version of that cuts to overweight construction workers doing early Egyptian building Technicolor disprove them. I think Technicolor is like an auto word on your phone. And I'm missing what the thing is. Techniques. I see. Oh my god, my fucking nose. I still have my Yahoo email. Hi, Cookie. Me when I can't believe rock can be moved. This is the newest zone in World of Warcraft. It's okay. It's not a bad zone, it just feels like for the Emerald Dream, it should have been more crazy and paradox-like. For an alternate dimension, it should be like the laws of physics don't work the same here. Did you get my screenshot last night? Was it the 3 spears? Because I immediately sent that to my WoW group, and I was like, hey guys, check this out. And 1 or 2 of them was just like, dear God. And then I played my Survival Hunter. I brought it through the Emerald Dream quest line, so that it got up to like a 415 item level. It was sitting around like 390. I just hate Mongoose Bite. I really want to like Survival Hunter, because aesthetically I'm like, this is the coolest thing to me. Warrior with a pet. But just, man... I really wish they got rid of Mongoose Bite, and it was all about wildfire infusion for their bombs. Because that would be really cool. That would kind of make it play like Summoner from Final Fantasy XIV, where you have an easy rotation, but you have 3 different easy rotations that you're constantly flipping between. And so, if you have a shrapnel grenade, you need to pool your energy so that you can do 3 raptor strikes in your grenade dot. If you get a poison grenade, doesn't really matter what you do. That kind of just does its own thing. If you get... I forget what the 3rd type of grenade is. You spam kill command to lower your Eagle's Fury cooldown. That's cool to me. I think they can make them a little bit more in depth. But like Summoner in Final Fantasy XIV, you do your Dragon phase, then you do your Ifrit phase, your Titan phase, your Garuda phase, rinse, repeat. Although instead of Dragon phase, next is Phoenix phase, but none of them are that hard. But they each have their own thing. And so, like, you go into Titan phase, you have 2 attacks. One of them is like a 2 to 3 second channel that hits really hard. And then you have your dash in and melee hit. You go into Titan phase, you have your instant cast, followed by your off-global cooldown instant cast that you can use after that. Then you go into Garuda phase, you've got 1 long charge that puts a AoE thing on the ground. And then 3 instant casts, I think? And so, like, I don't know if WoW has a rotation like that, where it's like every 10 seconds your rotation is changing. And it's just like a 30-second cycle of, now you're doing this, now you're doing this, now you're doing this. Wildfire Infusion for Survival Hunter feels like that. Though it's simpler. As crazy as that is to say simpler than Summoner. But they have, well, they have things that certainly feel like it, right? So like Eclipse for Balance Druids, that's definitely a phase thing. But that's like, it used to be Wrath and then Starfire spam. Now it's 2 Starfires and then Wrath spam. I'm so mad about this activity feed. I want to fix it so badly. I want to delete those buttons. That's what I want. Oh well. Hi, Umela. Plans for today. I have a WoW raid. I need to walk the dog. WoW raid. I didn't record a video yesterday. Time kind of got away from me with the walking the dog and napping in the middle. So like literally, I ended stream. I walked the dog. I ended up falling asleep because I was crazy tired. Then I was on Baldur's Gate. Watched some videos with Core. And I should have started recording then. We'll see if I fall asleep again today. I probably will. There's speed storms today. I don't know if he'll be doing it when I'm available. Hi, Nick Starling. If he's doing Speedstorm when I'm in my WoW right now, it's like, well, rip. But if you like Mario Kart, Zori's gonna play Disney Speedstorm today, which is basically Mario Kart. And it's free. Hopefully my friend can join today. Hell yeah. Hopefully it's earlier. Well, God, it's so hard to manage time now. I didn't record Ul'dah yesterday. I really should have done it after Baldur's Gate yesterday. Speaking of Baldur's Gate, holy shit. We actually saved Karlach. We set out with a goal, and we actually did that goal. So we started Baldur's Gate, and we were in the Druid Grove. This world looks amazing. I am sorry to disappoint you, Nick. This is a YouTube video. The actual world is Yuiko's Rock. I did my stretches there. What we're seeing here is the new zone from World of Warcraft, and we're walking through it. I'm so sorry. You're not the first to come in and be like, wow, what world is this? This looks great. It's like, I thought it was WoW. It is WoW. We're just pulling a YouTube video of it. It's all an illusion. Reality is often disappointing. Yeah. I don't know. My reality has been fucking great lately. You guys make me so happy, and I've lost so much weight. I should weigh myself today. I haven't in quite a bit. The last time I weighed myself, I was at 158. I think that might have been like a week ago. But okay, so we started in the Druid Grove. We talked to Zevlor, he's like, assassinate Kaga. And we were like, we're not going to do that. What's that in KG? I have no clue. I could not tell you. We head over to the Blight Town. We found the owlbear. We didn't fight the owlbear. We actually like had a conversation with her and walked away from that. We had to reset once or twice because our gnome found a crevice so that he could get to the owlbear early and piss her off. Our druid went with him, so they're equally guilty of this. We go into Blight Town. We didn't fight the first group of goblins or the pack at the windmill, but we did fucking destroy the bugbear that was taking a nap. We kind of just all grouped around him and kicked his teeth in. We sent the gnome into space by pressing the brake release. We found the troll, or I guess an ogre. Yulin made me do it. I told Sen, hit the brake release, and he was like, the brake release? But don't I want to hit the brakes? The brake release will make it go faster, won't it? I was like, do it, Sen. Okay, this just seems wrong, Yulin. And he hits it, and the gnome just off into the sunset. Murder number 1. After that, dude, I'm still surprised I talked the goblins into not aggroing us. Nobody expects it, but it makes sense, right? You're a true soul, and they serve the true soul, so you can just like bullshit your way through it. Why would Yulin do this? You know exactly why. Nah, I told them I wouldn't kill him. We went to the windmill proxy, and that group there, we talked to them, and the guy's like, we're teaching this gnome how to fly, so scram or I'll gut ya. And I was like, Core, read his thoughts. And so she reads his thoughts, and he's like, I hope they don't want to fight. I ain't got the stomach for it. I'm just gonna make it look like I'm raring to go, so they get scared. And then Core just goes, you don't have the stomach for a fight. And the guy's just like, boys, we're getting the fuck out of here. That is such a fun use of detect thoughts, is a guy literally just being like, I'm gonna shit myself. I'm just gonna try and intimidate them. And when you call him out on it, he's just like, I'll leave. Bye. Sorry. We fought We found Karlach. She went to our group. There hasn't been an interaction between her and Will yet, which is kind of weird. We then went to fight the Paladins of Tyr. And for anybody that knows this group, there's two of them that are, you know, they're kind of pushovers, they're whatever. But the main guy is like a legit paladin at level 5. We're all level 3. This guy one-shots us. And like, we had to fight them twice. The first time he wiped us. The first time, it happens when you sleep, and I figured it would. The first time, he killed Kor, then Senril, then Freydal, and then I almost had him down. I had him at like 2 health, and it was just like, okay, it's his turn. What can I do? And so I ran to this ladder, and I just stopped at the top of the ladder. I was like, I'll be up here so that he can't use the ladder to get up to me. Then I'll shoot him. This'll work. This'll work if he gets blocked from using the ladder. I'm so smart. It's the Paladin's turn. He literally just jumps up to me. He just He-Man, hop hop, and just fucking caves my skull in. And it was, I legitimately screamed. I was not ready for this. Ours bugged out and skipped it. So our Will is unchanged, even though he is supposed to be. Oh, that's crazy. It happens when you sleep healing? Yeah. I have the high ground. Oh no! Literally what happened. You forgot strength is leap. I was hopping across worlds. What is a ladder? Asserts dominance by jumping. The second time we did it, it went much better. I think we had 2 people get down, but we were able to get them up mid-fight. And then at the end, we were just chasing the halfling girl down. We went into the cellar under. They locked me in the, like, final room with all the poison. I'm standing on the 1 pixel where there's no poison. I feel like that happens a lot. First combat, we got wiped. Second attempt, we steamroll. Yeah. We would have failed our honor mode many times by now. After that, we saved. After that, we were just like, alright, well, good time to end. Bye-bye. We'll be playing again Friday. Baldur's Gate is so fucking fun. Holy. I cannot wait to be level 6, though. Holy, oh my god. I'm playing a ranger right now. I really want to be a druid. I really want to be a fucking cover the earth with pets druid. What else was there? We're raiding tonight. We are 6 of 9 heroic, I think. I think we have a bit of work to do on Smolderon. If I don't nap, I could run some Mythic Dungeons beforehand. I need fucking weapons. Oh! Logitech, if you're still here. I literally lost my mind yesterday. Because I don't have good weapons on my shaman. I'm literally stuck with these junky 428 and 424. That Survival Hunter that I literally just did the quest line in, Super Bloom gives it a 460. I think technically a 461. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? It's so upsetting how much bad luck this shaman has with weapons. I wanted to cry. It has a green ring, a blue trinket, and 2 blue weapons. Which 3 of those are like the most important pieces. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Oh, the super bloom started. I didn't even notice that when I was recording this. What are we at? 1.2? Hell yeah. I'm getting a drink. What else happened yesterday? I feel like I already told this story, but I'm pretty sure I told it in Core stream. I was walking the dog yesterday, and I was walking by a UPS truck. This guy's like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "Good. How about you?" And this guy was fucking ready for somebody to ask him how his day was going. Cause he was like, "My truck smells like goddamn potpourri. Someone's box must have exploded back there. Now I get to smell it for the rest of the day." And I was just, oh jeez, I'm so sorry to hear that. But he was just like, he was just fucking ready to tell me about it. I used to work at UPS actually. I had a summer job where I worked in their warehouses. Well, just one warehouse. This was in Texas. But I went there and they were like, "All right, you can be a loader or an unloader." And they have different training, though it's very slight. An unloader, basically a big 18-wheeler backs into the warehouse. You go into that truck and you unload the boxes. Light stuff should be at the top. Heavy stuff should be at the bottom. You're basically taking apart a Tetris stick. If you're a loader, the opposite. You're putting the boxes in, and you need to put them in a way that light stuff is at the top and heavy stuff is at the bottom. And that was, for 3 weeks I did training, I think, to be a loader. On the 3rd week of training, we were walking around the warehouse to like see some of the stuff more up front instead of through like videos and pictures in the training classroom. And this guy was like, "Hey, that short girl and that short guy, they're sorters now." And the guy that was training was just like, "Well, you complete all your training tomorrow, and technically you should be going through new training to be a sorter, but you've been chosen. You're a sorter now." And we were just like, "Well, what does that mean?" It means like everything you learned in the last 2 weeks is pointless. That guy's your boss now. And I was just like, what the fuck? So being a sorter meant that all the packages that came off the trucks, at least you got paid for training. True, I did get paid for training. All the packages that came off the trucks, they would go to a single conveyor belt. Basically, if you were unloading, you unloaded your packages onto a belt. If it was too heavy or like too big, it went to an irregular size where somebody would come pick it up in a golf cart. But all the standard boxes, one single belt. That would then go to a sorting line, because like all of the trucks are feeding into a single sorting line. The sorters, they would then stand on a catwalk with the belt coming like from in front of them to behind them on their left. And you had a scanner on a like strap on your right hand. Think of like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Deck thing. You would pick up a box, you would find its label and scan it. This would print a barcode and some words on the box. You would then read the word that you just printed on the box with your scanner, and it would say like red, green, blue, yellow, pink, cyan. It gave you one of 8 colors. And so the 4 most common belts that it picked, I think were like yellow, green, blue, red. No, not green. Red, orange, yellow, blue, maybe? I don't know. Those were all on your right, and they were going directly away from you. And so you'd always be close to 2 of them. But then 2 you'd be kind of far away from. So it'd be like a red belt right to here in front of you. A yellow belt right here and a little behind that one. Hi, Nutty. An orange one a little behind that. So that one you have to like take a step for. And then behind that one would be the blue belt, which the closest one to you would be in front of that first belt. And you'd have to take a step for that. And so there were 4 other belts. There was one up above the sorting line, one below, one above, or one below the 4, and then one above it. So there were 8 belts that you could feed packages into. And you just, the belt you picked, hi Roger, thank you for the follow. The belt you picked was based on whatever you just scanned. And the pace they set was, you were supposed to be doing a box every 3 seconds. So every 3 seconds, you're supposed to have picked up a box, found its label, scan it, print the thing on it, read that, feed it to the right belt. And it was a lot of like standing in place and just twisting with your back. It was fucking brutal. And you would do that for like 3 to 5 hours. But it wasn't that bad though. It did make me appreciate employees on holidays. Holy. I worked there over the summer. So the only holiday I was there for was July 4th. And that was miserable. That was such a busy day with so much stuff going through the mail that it was just like, this is fucking July. This is July 4th. Who sends packages on July 4th? But just the uptick in stuff makes it so that there's a lot more going through. I can't even imagine something like Christmas. And so now from that, if it's like Black Friday or Christmas, I'm like, you cannot do it the week of. If you're sending a package somewhere, it's gotta be like 3 weeks before or after. Those poor workers. That job was so hard on me because I was like not physically active. I was not fit at all. That I would go home, I would, play games, and then I'd be like, oh, I'm hungry, I'm gonna go get some food. I would get up, and my knees would just give out, and I'd like literally just fall to the floor. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? And then school started, and I was like, hey, I'm going to school, so I need to be out at this times. And they were like, yeah, okay. And then they kept me late 2 times, and I was like, alright, bye, and I quit. Hi. See, that's my story of working at UPS. And that's what the sorting like is in the warehouse. Now you all know. Oh, I want a drink. What is the community goal at? I can't actually see it. It kind of seems like OBS changed a lot of settings. Poor Twin. Twin's a mailman, right? Yeah. I'll tell you, mailmen get paid a lot. They actually make quite a bit of money and they do a lot of overtime. But they are incredibly busy. They are so fucking busy. And their job is not fun. Driving those trucks fucking sucks. And they have to deal with a lot of shitty people. A lot of people just leave their dogs out in their front yard. And mailmen have to, like, get their dog treats out and be like, I hope this one's nice. That shit sucks. Hi, Fanny. Did my exercising and makeup today? Productive day, I would say. Hell yeah. I usually don't do my makeup. I also don't have any makeup, so, you know. Sometimes I think about it. Sometimes I'm like, man, anytime I take pictures, like, my legs look a little rough. There's a bit too many, like, spots on them, right? Do people use, like, body makeup to make their skin look smoother? They have to, right? I'd imagine they do. What am I doing this weekend? I was gonna play Deep Rock. Deep Rock with Juice, right? Am I remembering that correctly? I'm just waiting for Juice to be like, what? I don't even own any Deep Rock. What are you talking about? Rock and Stone? Yeah, Rock and Stone. I'm surprised. I figured you would have already owned some makeup, Elin. No. What? I wasn't paying attention? Juice, were you the one that I was gonna play Deep Rock with on Saturday? You wanted to, like, do Hazard 5 or something? I just can't remember if that was you or someone else. Haz 5? Yep. I think the most I've done is Hazard 3. So, I don't even know what Hazard 5 is gonna be like. Hi, Carface. No, I don't really feel like I need makeup, Nutty, because I've actually never really liked the appeal of makeup. I definitely wouldn't mind some, like... I don't even know what it is that, like... What the? That didn't have a fade transition. What the fuck? Did I fuck up this video? Oh, no. I can't believe I've watched this, like, 3 times and not noticed that. Hi. I haven't played Deep Rock the last season or 2. I only play with friends. And so the last time I played was Oktoberfest, when that was going on. And other than that, I'm just like... I don't know. It's a cool game. There's only 3 targets? What? I have no idea what you're talking about. On the world? What? I have no idea what you're talking about with targets on the world. Being real, not being able to do Haz 5 is alright, but sticking to Haz 2 and 1 is not. It's not that I'm sticking to them, it's that I literally just don't play the game unless somebody invites me to play the game. And so, like, I've done Haz 3 a few times, It's just rough. Doing anything below has 4. You guys gotta remember, I'm not an FPS player. This is literally the most FPS game thing I play. On the main part near pile is snowballs. You'll see a target. And if you hit that, it will show more. No. There's a circle with a number by it, and you throw rocks through it. And when you get to 25, you unlock the pickaxe. That's one target. And I'm pretty sure it's always been that way. Unless you're talking about the Christmas game itself. There's another one. Yeah, I think that's just for Christmas. I haven't messed with that at all. I think Core jumped straight to Has 4 when we played. Yeah, and she probably failed. You could still do Has 4. Not doing solo Has 5. Bosco-chan does actually carry, though. You were there. Did we do Has 4? I thought we went straight to 3. 4 and I have very different learning styles. Core likes to throw herself into the fire until she can handle the fire. I hate that. That's how you don't have fun in my eyes. All the targets are somewhat near the pile of snowballs near the blocks. Okay. I don't know anything about this, Jan, so I can't really answer whatever question you had initially. For me, I play on the easy mode to practice up, and then when I decimate that, I gradually move up. Yeah, I've come to realize that. With HOTS and League of Legends, I played so many bot games just to practice combos and execution of stuff. And then I went into player games and usually did well, especially initially. I literally leveled up the Lost Vikings to 13 or 14 before playing them against players. And then I fucking decimated with them. I have a really good win rate with them against players. But that's after 200 games against bots with them. I don't know, that's what works for me, damn it. I don't like losing. Except in games that cause you to make habits that are bad. That is true. That is true. I don't like losing. And so I don't like practicing in a game when I can lose. To me, that just makes me lose if I'm not going in with being completely ready. So that's why I need to fucking know a champion before I take it against players. And now, that should be different with Deep Rock. Also, you know, when I say makeup doesn't need to be fully caked up, like foundation, concealer, and blush, etc. Even just adding some light mascara, it makes difference, but is not super noticeable to others. I'm sure nutty. I just don't know enough about makeup to have just one little thing. If there is something I'd want, it'd be I don't know, a concealer to make blemishes on my legs a bit more hidden. Because when I take pictures in thigh high, sometimes I'm like, man, there's a lot of red spots on my legs. It's kind of Small thing can change your whole perspective of a thing? Yes. Is there... You can do whatever you want, Jan, but is there any reason you type here in VR chat instead of stream chat? It's charging? Wait, what's charging? Your phone? Oh. Wait, so hold on. You're here on your computer on desktop, but then you would be watching on your phone? You wouldn't just have two windows going on your computer? Nay? Well, am I right? Is that's the setup you do, or? Yeah? Okay. Okay. Pat, pat, pat. Hi, Techno Rave. Hello, Ewan. I'm getting ready for college. How's the walk? The walk has been good so far. I realized I've made a mistake in this video that we're watching, and I'm like, fuck! I don't know how I would go and fix that, though. I would waste less battery like that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what size monitor you have, or if you have multiple monitors. I very rarely use Twitch on my phone. I only did that when I worked in a cubicle. Just one? You made a mistake, BRB gonna go cry. I had a cut, and I didn't add a fade. So it just goes from one part of the video to the next. And so... maybe I can go into the thing and edit it and add a fade from YouTube? Because they let you edit it from the thing, but they don't let you, like, replace the video, which is fucking obnoxious. Actually, what world are you in right now? This is Yuiko's Rock. The video playing is the Emerald Dream. But I'm in Yuiko's Rock. It's one of my favorite maps. It's a nice little cute hangout world. And it has a pretty fun puzzle in it. I want another drink. There's the big boss. That's the big boss of the expansion. The dragon flying around. They don't normally do it where you can just see the boss flying around. You can throw snowballs to Yuli now, limited time only. True. There are snowballs you can throw in this map. So, today, WoW Raid. Tomorrow, Baldur's. Saturday, I spend 3 hours AFK in Deep Rock while I lay dead on the floor the entire time. Sunday, Baldur's. I don't know. I'd like to be able to record videos during that time. But with the dog walk, I'm finding it's, like, kind of difficult to. But we'll see. We will see. I need to keep momentum going. There was like 2 weeks where I did a video every day, and that's when subs were going up the most on the YouTube channel. Now you walk more, thank the doggo. I don't want to thank the dog. That means I have to walk outside. I have to pick up dog shit. And that's like 30 minutes of walking without you guys. Like, I love the dog. I like you guys more. Thank the doggo. Harumph. PSO2 had a big update. I never had to pick up shit when I walked mine. For whatever reason, my dog thinks that the walking time is pooping time. You can literally, like, take her to the backyard and be like, go potty, go potty, go potty. And she will not. You start walking, 5 minutes in, she's gonna take a shit on someone's lawn. It's like, come on. I hate this. If she poops on the walk, you have to pick it up with a bag and, like, carry it for a while. If she poops in the backyard, you can use a shovel, so it's so much better when it's in the backyard. But he does his things on the gardens? Ugh. That might be worse. What are we at? 2.2? We're cruising. We're cruising. It helps the plants? I guess that's one way to look at it. But if you actually, like, have to walk around in that garden at all to water it, that just means there's fucking landmines all over there for you. Oh, I should have plenty of time for everything now that I think about it. I just remembered why I didn't have time yesterday. It's because I stayed an extra hour after my 3 hours that because I was having so much fun. I completely forgot that. We got talking about Monster Hunter. And, like, what changes should be made to it to make it last as a series. There's plenty of plants near my apartment block. So this isn't like a garden that's in, like, your backyard or something that's you or your family manages for, like, to grow stuff. This is like public gardens with the apartments around you. Okay. Wait. You're picking the dog shit up when it goes out in the apartment area, right? You're not just leaving it in the gardens. Right? They are outside? Well, I would hope the gardens are outside, but... I'm just... So, like, you've got your apartment complex, and then there's a lot of gardens around it. Pretty sure it doesn't belong to them. Yeah, but, like, so... It's not so much a garden so much as, like... Well, I guess it would still be a garden. You're picking it up, though, right? That's what I'm most interested in right now, though. If you were walking the dog and they pooped in a garden, you'd pick it up, right? Because I feel like leaving that for someone else, especially if it's not your garden... Jan, that's messed up! What the fuck? I can't believe you, Jan. Damn. If you had to, like, clean that garden regularly, and somebody kept leaving their dog poop in it, you'd be mad, wouldn't you? High air. I mean, it's those small ones surrounded by stone. I don't know what those are. I think today's a chill, sleepy day. I want to go back to bed, that's for sure. Although I'm glad my nose is cleared up. For the people that were here at the start, I was fucking congested as shit. Now I'm pretty clear. I don't even know those are taken care of. I feel like unless you're walking your dog in the fucking woods where nobody would go, you should be picking it up. But I don't know what these gardens look like. Ah. Pick up after your dog in the woods? Why? Why would you pick up after your dog in the woods? There's like the ecosystem? Yeah, the dog poop is good for the ecosystem, Juice. What are you talking about? I should probably take a pic next time of it. If you want. You would be kind of doxing yourself. To some degree. I mean, people probably wouldn't be able to figure it out, but people could. Hi, Oblivion. I did have fun in Baldur's last night. If you're familiar with it, we went to Blighttown for the first time. Sent the gnome to space. Reset to actually talk to the gnome. Found the shed with the bugbear and the troll. Doing the, you know, the bam, bam, bam. And then we found Karlach and fought the paladin. The GA gnome. Senril and Kor hadn't seen it before. No, Kor and Fradel had seen it before. Senril hadn't. I told Senril to hit the button for the break release. So the gnome went fucking flying. It gets me every time. We're really close to level 4. God, I want to be level 6 so badly. Brown is the only that has the smallest chance to know. Even then, I doubt he would know. If you post a picture of a garden like that, and it, like, got attention of, like, Reddit or something, it wouldn't. But they could figure it out. Well, I'm glad you had fun. Now, are you going for 10 miles of walking today? Absolutely not. We are going for 5 miles. We're going to end at 3 hours. And then I'm going to go leave to walk the dog. I have to, like, leave a bit earlier in the next few days. I have to cut my streams a little short because I have to, like, walk the dog and feed her and let her out. Normally my parents would do all that. But they're out of town until Saturday. Just walk faster? Absolutely not. I'd only show you Yuli, nobody else. I see. Yeah, take a picture of him then. I cried yesterday, Oblivion, since you're a WoW player. I've been, like, frustrated with what character I play. I don't really know what to play. I don't really want to play Hunter, because Hunter is so fucking common right now, because Beast Mastery is so easy and doing so well. But I've always really liked Survival. Aesthetically, that is my favorite spec in class. A warrior with a pet next to them. And so I brought my Survival Hunter through all the quests in Emerald Dream yesterday. To, just get like a 420 item level. Wait, you're the Spear Yuli? If that's a reference to something, I don't get it. But yes, I like Spear Hunter. I got a fucking weapon from the Super Bloom. My Shaman has a 428 and a 424. But my fucking Hunter now has a 461. I'm so mad about it. I'm literally just like, what the fuck? Why can't my Shaman get a weapon? This fucking sucks, man. It's so ridiculous. Welcome to WoW. I've never had as bad of luck with this with drops. Normally I'm not usually super lucky, but like it's a slow feed, and this one is just like, now you have a new main, congrats. No, my hunter's DPS is awful. My hunter with a like 420 item level is doing like 40k. And I'm like, this is not good. Because you want a weapon for Shaman, so you will not get it. Desire Sensor's going wild. Yeah, but here's the thing. In World of Warcraft, they have the Desire Sensor. But they also have the Complaint Detector. In World of Warcraft, if you complain about something, you get your way. If you're killing boars, and you need, like, boar stomachs, and you're not getting them, you just say, oh my god, this is so dumb. Why aren't these boar stomachs dropping? I hate World of Warcraft. The game reads that, and it gives you a boar stomach on your next kill. Sounds like you aren't complaining hard/loud enough. I'll get my second Warlock up to 440 to help you out, Elin. I don't know what you could do to help me. I'm gonna run the Heroic tonight, and then we'll probably run the normal later on. It's just crazy because, like, there's not even a group, there's not even people in the guild that would compete with me for weapons. Then after, I'll carry you on 20s if you'd like on the main. Hear me on 20s, damn. This is really high keys. Help them Oblivion just to steal it from them. What is your main Oblivion? Is it Warlock? Or is that like your second character? 20s are easy, what do you mean? I find Mythic Plus so stressful, Oblivion. I find, I get so stressed out in dungeons. I don't know if that's because I'm melee. If Euland is bratty, I'll steal it from them. But you always think I'm bratty, so that just means you're gonna steal it. A Warlock main. I can be like, hi Oblivion, how was your morning? And Oblivion will be like, fucking brats, man, I swear. Got 3 locks and a rogue. At max level, I have Death Knight. I mean, my Paladin is close. It's technically 67. I have Shaman, Hunter, Rogue. I have a second Rogue that's 67, but that's not for gearing purposes. That's for video recording purposes. Monk, Demon Hunter, Druid, Mage, and Warlock. Those are my 70s. I don't have a Priest that's high level. I don't have an Evoker that's high level. And my Paladin isn't max. I know what's going on in the background, Euland, I know. I feel the brattiness within you. Oh my god. I think I chill out a lot after stream. I think I try to put forth a lot of energy on stream, and then there's times where, like, after stream, I'll just be like, fucking just, yeah, dude, I'm here. Sometimes when I'm like, sometimes that's the case. A lot of times I keep my same energy as this. But there's definitely been a few times where I'm just, like, hanging out with people, and I'm just, like, fucking tired, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm just here. After stream is the aftercare hours. Got it. Oh my god, why did you word it like that? You didn't have to word it like that. But maybe. Maybe. Alright. We're at the end of Emerald Dream. Let's see if we get the, let's see if we get that shitty fucking ad. Because YouTube had an update yesterday. I'm carrying you through keys, it counts as aftercare, no? It does. That'd be very helpful to me. My guild likes running keys. They run 20s themselves, and then when they're, like, carrying me, they do, like, 15 to 17. Well, if you only want neat aspects in hero gear, we could just do 17s. Here's my problem, Oblivion. Elin dies 15 after stream. Ew, 15, no. Well, that's typically just where the keys end up. Because a lot of them run on their alts, and that's like what keys I have. 15 doesn't get you anything. Doesn't even give you aspects. I'm very unfamiliar with the whole Mythic Dungeon system of Oblivion. When it came out in Legion, I was dating someone at the time. But I was the main tank of a Mythic guild. He was the off tank. So we never got to run... They are selling? The fuck? What do you mean they are selling? I just think they're not as good as you, Oblivion. When Legion came out and Mythic Dungeons came out, I didn't really get to run with my ex at the time. And so I wasn't really interested in doing Mythic Dungeons. But because I was the main tank of a guild, everybody fucking wanted me to run Mythic Dungeons. They were like... They were getting mad at me that I wasn't running just constant Mythic Dungeons with them all the time. And it was just like... Because people were getting mad at me for not running Mythic Dungeons, I was getting mad about Mythic Dungeons, which made me want to run them even less. And so after the first patch of of Legion, thanks get the worst of it all. After the first few weeks of Mythic Plus, I just didn't want to run Mythic Dungeons anymore. And every now and then I would run them with people. But, like, most of the time they were just like, hey, do you want to run Mythic Dungeon? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'd run one. Alright, I'm out. They were like, well, we think maybe 5 more. I was like, dude, I got shit to do today. But see, I get mad at the other classes that can tank. After that first, like, patch in Legion, I guess the expansion drop, I, like, just stopped running them entirely. And then when BFA added the whole vault, I tanked a little for a guild, but, like, not much. That guild fell apart very early into Uldir. And then I switched to Shaman, and I didn't need to run Mythic Dungeons. Or at least nobody got mad at me for not running them. Shadowlands was Vault? You're right, Shadowlands was Vault. The, BFA was the chest or something, right? I only played the first patch of BFA, and nobody got mad at me for running Mythic Dungeons. Shadowlands was the same thing. I only played Castle Nathria, and I was a healer, and nobody got mad at me for not running them. They might be like, remember guys, you need to be running your Mythic Dungeons. It's a good way to gear up, and I was just like, raid is working. That was always a belt for some reason. Yes, chest 1 item. In Dragonflight, I'm trying to do more Mythic Dungeons. I feel like what I need for me to like Mythic Dungeons is just a very consistent group. Which, in a guild of like 8 to 9 core, doesn't happen that often. Because you're gonna have people moving in and out. And so because it's less of a, like, set group, I don't know, it's just not clicking with me. Yes, just have fun with it. I want to, but it's... I don't know. Because it was so unfun for me in Legion, and because it's a time attack, and because people do shit that just pisses me off in Mythic Dungeons, I just get miserable. You only need 1 to 2 people, that's what I do. I just get stressed out. And then we put a tank and healer and just carry them. There's a healer in my guild. He fucking loves running Mythic Dungeons. And I actually, you might find this funny, Oblivion. I had a lot of fun healing with him in raids, because that's what I did in Shadowlands and the first 2 raids of Dragonflight. We would 2 heal most of the time. We were 10-man. We do heroic level content. We don't do mythic. He's good enough that for the most part he can 1 heal it, but every now and then he needs just a little bit more. And so it was perfect with me as a second healer, because I was just focusing on damage. I was playing like mythic plus builds in raid and just trying to parse on damage as a healer. It's okay, Yulin, no need to be stressed. It's not like any of us are world first guilds. It was so fun, Oblivion. I'd like show people my logs from Castle Nathria, and it was just nothing but 99 parses with like 2 100s. It was so in Castle Nathria, it was a paladin with hallowed ground. In Dragonflight, it was a monk. Although I have heard that fucking Kitty Form is busted as shit right now. However, I'm just a shit healer. So as we've gotten like into further content, they nerfed it, Sag. It probably deserved it, if we're being honest. As we moved into further content, so like in the first raid tier, I could do about 40k healing per second. And Will, the other healer, he was doing like 60, 80k when he was like really pumping. And then the second raid came out. And now my healing went from 40k to 50k. Which is not good. Because Will's healing fucking doubled. He went from doing like 60k to like 180k. No, 60k to like 100k. And like spiking at, I don't know, 150 or something. Did a Resto Druid beat a Sass Rogue and Smoldron? That's ridiculous. I hate seeing the tanks close to me as an Enhance and Shaman. I'm like, God damn it, come on, really? And so, what was I gonna say? I totally just mind blanked. And so I got to like get away with playing like just not a good healer and just focusing on damage. And it was like, oh, you just need to be good enough to like when the raid splits into 2 groups to heal your group. And typically I was, but like we got to heroic Sarkareth, and I looked really bad on the meters. You know, I'd be healing 50k and all the other healers would be doing like 120k. And if we ever needed a pug, and sometimes they'd call it out, I was just like, man, this feels real bad. Especially if we were dying because healing was an issue. And so, I switched to Arcane Mage. This is gonna fucking kill you, Oblivion. Well, he was right, it was the problem. If he was wrong, it'd be like, this fucking idiot. But the problem was he was right. Healing was an issue, and I was low healing. Heal and why? Now, here's the thing, Oblivion. Arcane Mage is really fucking hard to play. I was not playing it meta. I was doing my own custom talent build. Hi, Louie. I was doing my own custom talent build. And I was doing a build that, like, just tries to stay at 4 arcane charges the whole time. And so, instead of the time warp talent where you can do 2 time warps, you take the talent where just you have a chance to get spell surge every now and then, and that fills your mana bar. And with that and evocation and spell surge just being like mana refreshers, you can just stay at 4 arcane charges the whole time. And it's basically abusing the arcane missiles thing. It's not good for like high-end content. Euland actually made a future talent build. Is that what they're running now? That works with this 4-piece? Does it really? Okay. I've been considering playing my Arcane Mage again. Because the reason I switched off it, because I saw the 4-piece set bonus they had, and I was like, oh, that doesn't work with my build at all, and I can't run no 4-piece. And then I realized recently, like a week ago, they actually changed it. No more mana issues, still threat issues. Hi, Harry. Yeah, so that's the build I've been playing. Or I was playing in Aberrus. And like, this is so bad, Oblivion. Fire was supposed to be easy. Frost is supposed to be easy. And I was like, just not good with them. I was like mediocre, but like, I would do better with this custom arcane build. And everyone would be like, what the fuck is going on with your talents? And then I'd like do decent damage. I was still kind of lowest on the damage meter because I just was like 10 item levels behind everybody. Fire, you need a lot of APM gameplay. I feel like I could do decent with Fire if I just spent a lot of time practicing it. The problem is, it's hard to practice. Because they have a 100% crit chance against dummies, so it's just like, well, how do you fucking practice this then? And Frost, you have to try not to fall asleep. I used to know Frost and just not do super well with it. I look at Frost now and I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this thing? And then I look up like the Method GG page for Frost, and they're like, okay, here's your opener. And I'm like, cool, what's the standard rotation? They don't have fucking shit on that. I hate the Method guides. I feel like they're so fucking trash. But, like, they're accurate? They just don't understand, like, people need more info than, like, what they're given. Probably going to leave early. That's fine. So with Fire and Frost, I don't do well. With this custom build of Arcane, I did better. But I was like, I need to play something else for when Amir Drasil comes out, because I can't just not run a set bonus. I didn't think it was going to be good. Getting pretty sleepy? Go to bed. Mage is fun to play. Lock is fun to play. You should do Mage if you have fun with it. I like Mage. I like Warlock. With Warlock, Lock is not fun. Oh, Lock is not fun to play. I like Demonology Warlock. Demonology is kind of fun. If you aren't playing a BM Hunter, you're wrong. God, if you play a BM Hunter, you're a fucking basic bitch that just chases the meta. Bye. Your Tyrant doesn't do anything. I'm kind of okay with it. I just like pet builds where pets do a lot of the damage. I've played BM Hunter even through the bads. How dare you? I like feet. Here's the thing, Proxy. BM is the top class right now. And they just... You don't run Vile Fiend? They just got a massive nerf, Proxy, because they were too strong. They are still top. BM Hunter is just fucking busted right now. Beast Mastery Hunter in World of Warcraft. No, I like Demonology. I actually also like, they killed Demo Aesthetic. Yeah. Here's what I think Demonology should be about. I think it should be less about... I'm okay with the Imps. I would get rid of the Felguard. As crazy as that sounds, I feel like Demonology should be about a fucking big demon. I'd almost want the Felguard as a cooldown for everyone else. And, like, Demonology to have a permanent Doomguard or Infernal. Felguard literally carrying all the damage ATM. Hi, Jack. What they do to this time to Demo Lock. So Demonology Warlock has a cooldown called Tyrant Gale, which basically when you summon it, it extends the duration of all of your active pets. And it buffs them. I think it gets damage based on how many pets you have out. The problem is, it's just not doing well. So people are running a build called Naked Tyrant, where you don't bring any talents for it. Where you just summon it and it extends the duration of your pets and that's it. And so, like, it's just... Demonology used to be about setting up this amazing tyrant with, like, by having 15 or 20 pets out, and then this tyrant coming out and just fucking. Like, he would just be, like, doing a shit ton of damage. EM has dropped off. MM is parsing better? Oh. Yulin was a class. She would insta-defeat them with her cuteness. Oh my god. Yulin know what they are talking about. I'm in the know. I'm not good. I have a really bad problem, Oblivion. I don't get good. When I do bad with something, instead of, like, getting good, I just find a way around. So I'll, like, re-roll. I literally have never had a forever class in WoW. I have re-rolled every fucking patch, and I hate myself for it. Rogue is on top, though? Oh, I didn't know Rogue was on top. Someday, Copium. They make Demolock feel better and more aesthetic. Okay, as long as you're having fun with it. I am having fun. I like going to, I very much enjoy going to raid. However, I get a little competitive, and I hate how low I am on the damage meter. But I'm competing with people that run a shit ton of mythic dungeons and outgear me by a lot. Rogue has been on top even with the nerfs. I am low on DPS Yulin. You are not. You outdamaged me. I feel like I'm a mid player. If you want to be Locke, I can help you. I don't really want to be Locke. I didn't know that arcane mage build that I came up with is actually working. I thought mages were still playing the minute-long Omega Burst and then doing nothing for for 50 seconds. If they're actually playing the Arcane Missiles build, I'm actually really excited about that Oblivion. I was only doing like 130, 140k. I need to hit 190. Jack, I do 100k. So you just insulted me. That's kind of rude, Jack. What the fuck? I could probably do more. I have really bad weapons, Jack. Let me lick your wounds. Oh my god. Sure. Thank you. Not the size of the meters, Yulin. It's not the size of the meters unless you're at the bottom. If you're at the bottom, then, then we have a problem. Just be better, Yulin. Got him. Oh my god. Well, maybe it is a bit. I'm actually really excited about Arcane Mage now. I need to get my Shaman in order. Get good, Yulin. No. Easier to reroll. I need to play... I think I'm going to play my Shaman a bit more, and I'll gear up my Mage and my Shaman. I think I'll take my Shaman to the raid today. I've run a Mythic Dungeon or two on it already. I might take you up on that offer, Oblivion. For the Mythics on the Mage. What raid today? We're at 6 of 9 heroic, so we're gonna be going to Smolderon again. What are you doing this weekend, Yulin? On Saturday, I'm gonna play some Deep Rock Galactic, and on Sunday, I'm playing Baldur's. I had a rogue doing 52k on my Lardar kill last night. Did he fucking die? Jesus. I tried to do alts on the weekend. Can I join? Oh, I already downed him, but I didn't down the last two. So it's progression for us, Jack. And so I think the guild would prefer if you... I'd like for you to be there, but I don't know if the group would want you to be there since you have gotten loot from Heroic Smolderon. I can let you know if we kill him and then go to the next two bosses. Nope, live through the entire fight. Good lord, what was he playing? I was actually really excited for Outlaw Rogue. I mean, I killed him so I can't roll against people? Yeah, but the group will get less loot by you being there. I mean, I guess technically they wouldn't, but... we'll see, we'll see. I'll probably invite you. Did the rogue even press buttons? Outlaw, but he's only 445? You think Yulin can hit the gritty? I don't even remember which one the gritty is. So it could work, Yulin, just let me know. Outlaw without 4-piece, LOL. I was super excited for Outlaw when 10.2 came out, because they were adding a talent that removes the cooldown of Between the Eyes. So I was like, maybe with less buttons, I'll have a lot more fun with Outlaw. But they changed it so that Outlaw replaced combat, yes. They changed it so that instead of being no cooldown, it incurs no cooldown if you use it from stealth. Yeah, but it's not less buttons? I know. They changed it in the PTR. I thought you were going to be able to take follow through off your bars. Well, I can always watch you from Discord, Yulin, don't worry. True. You gotta roll those dice, Yulin. Actually, Proxy, you might really like Outlaw if you ever, for whatever reason, decide to come back to WoW. Because that's the gambling spec. You play the gambling class in FF. Outlaw is literally the dice spec in WoW. You gotta roll those dice, Yulin, keep rolling. Gamba Rogue. Well, I played Combat back in TBC. It's very different from that. In Mists of Pandaria, they made Outlaw about Adrenaline Rush. And when you use combo points, you lower the cooldown of Adrenaline Rush. And so you're just trying to use as much finishers as possible so that you can have as close to 100% uptime on Adrenaline Rush as possible. In Legion, they reworked it again so that you just fucking gamble. You have a move called Roll the Bones, which gives you 1 to 6 buffs of 6 set buffs. And these buffs are things like you get double combo points from abilities, you increase the amount that you reduce your cooldowns when you use finishers. I forget all 6 of them. But they're, typically when you roll the bones, you get 1 or 2 buffs. It's something like a 30% chance for 1 buff, 30% chance for 2 buffs, 20% for 3, I forget the numbers. It's a very low chance to get all 6 buffs, but if you get 6 buffs, my god, you fucking pop off. It's really funny looking at the WoW logs for it, because it's like, this class has a variance of, 5%. With 100 parses, the average is here, and the best and lowest are 5% off. With this class, it's 7% off, high and low. With Outlaw Rogues, it's 40% higher and lower from the average. It's just like, holy shit. What's your favorite genre? It used to be MMOs. I think in the last few years, I've made so many friends that survival co-op has become my favorite genre. I fucking live for things like Raft and Terraria now. If a group of friends is like, let's play this game, I'm like, oh my god, let's fucking go. Outlaw's a pirate rogue? Yeah. Pretty sure you played Ass in this. Yulin talking about WoW. Gosh, aren't I a sucker for people that know WoW? Wow, she's so cute talking about WoW. Ah, you're embarrassing me. Just like how Class Trinket was with Locke. You either got 10 stacks prior to Pit Lord, or you aren't parsing. Oblivion, you mentioned that I found the arcane spec in the future. I did the same thing with Combat Rogue in Mists of Pandaria. I saw that trinket from the Amalgamation in Siege of Orgrimmar. And I was like, hang on. This is just Relentless Blades on top of Relentless Blades. I'm gonna switch to Outlaw. And back then, Assassin was like massively meta. Like everybody was playing Assassination. And so I switched to Outlaw, and like people were telling me, dude, don't fucking do that. Like that's gonna be bad. And I just fucking did work as an Outlaw rogue. I was fucking shredding it, and I was a cracked DPS back then. And then I saw it like showing up in guides, and everybody was like, hey, Outlaw's a spec. You need to get this trinket and reroll. And I was like, motherfucker, I did that 3 months ago. I was so fucking proud. I had a big fucking ego over that one. Blades on blades. God, I want to go look at the Method GG guide for Arcane Mage now to see if they're recommending the build that I had been running for Arcane and Avarice. Because it's fucking so easy. Let that ego grow. It's such an easy spec to play. And it was doing pretty good in Avarice. And I'm like, there's no way. It went from the hardest spec to the easiest spec, right? There's no way. You literally press 112, 112, 112. We can't let the ego grow. We have to stay humbled. Because the bigger your ego is, the farther you fall when you do get humbled. And everybody gets humbled. Sometimes it feels like it happens to me too much. I need a drink. Humble me right meow. Well, I don't even know how I would humble you, Juice. Pretty sure all the damage from 4-piece is from max stacks ABS, but I'm not a mage, so... Remind me what ABs is. Arcane Barrage? Okay. Okay, Elin, let that ego grow. I'll make sure to keep you grounded. Oh, God. Arcane Blast? Wait, hold on. All the damage from 4-piece is from max stacks Arcane Blast. I thought the 4-piece was about Arcane Missiles. I thought it was like every 2 or 3 clear casting procs you use, the next time you use Arcane Missiles, it's going to be a super cracked one that like is AoE and does like 250% damage. That's 2-piece? Remind me what the 4-piece is. If you can look that up real quick and paste it here. I don't know, I'm not a mage. Well, go look it up. Are you on your phone? If you can't look it up, then never mind. I assumed you're at a computer at home. Who would want to be a stinky mage? You know, it's so funny. Everybody's playing Warlock right now. On my Warlock, I did the first LFR this week, and I was one of 5 Demonology Warlocks. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Fine, I'll stand up for you and go to my computer. No, you don't have to. I can look it up soon enough. I was just impatient. Don't do it. Stay comfy. But it's not because I like you or anything. You can't say that. It's embarrassing. Why is more people playing Walks? I thought people started playing it less. I think it's just something that's overall easier to play. No, I'm walking already. I think Mage is in a position right now where all 3 of their specs aren't just brain dead easy to play. Frost is easy to play, but you have to know like 5 or 6 different interactions between the spells. And so somebody who isn't looking up guides and shit is not going to do well with Frost. They're just going to miss some of the, like, how spells interact, and they're just going to be doing bad damage. Fire is kind of crazy. Fire, you need to be casting spells on top of spells, which not many people are good at with regards to, like, the audience as a whole. And Arcane, with the exception of the patch now, and the build I'm doing, Arcane was considered the hardest spec in the game, because it was very bursty like Ninja is in Final Fantasy, where you have to set up like 4 cooldowns every minute, and then do a perfect rotation for 10 seconds, and then you don't do any damage while you're waiting for those cooldowns to come back up. But it's basically like you do 4 cooldowns, you wait a minute, you do 3 cooldowns. You wait a minute, you do 4 cooldowns, you wait a minute, you do 3 cooldowns. It sounds like Arcane Mage is not that hard to play right now, so I need to play Fire. The thing about Fire, Lost One, is that... Yeah, you were right, Ewan. Okay. The thing about Fire is that if they crit, they get a buff called Hot Streak. Well, actually, I'm not sure if it's like the partial buff or Hot Streak's the like full buff. But if they crit 2 times in a row, their next spell cast is instant, Lost One. So what they do is they cast a spell called Fireball. If that crits, while they are casting the next one... Oh god, we're already at 4 miles? Jesus. While they are casting the next Fireball, they want to use Fire Blast, which they can use outside of casting, so it's off the global cooldown and can be used while casting other spells. And it has an auto crit. So you crit with Fireball, you start casting your next Fireball, you see that you've crit, you cast Fire Blast. You then start spamming Pyroblast, which is like a 3-second cast. And so what goes off is a Fireball, Fire Blast went off right before it, and then a Pyroblast. If one of those crits, you can instantly go into another Fire Blast and do an instant Pyroblast. It's very like you're doing 2 rotations at the same time. It would be nice if you actually went outside, just saying. Hi, Deku. No. Going outside sucks. We hate the outside. That's why we started streaming exercise on a treadmill. Also cold as shit outside. Oh my god. I was walking the dog and it was like 42 Fahrenheit. Yeah, Fire. That is the like base version of Fire Mage. But that itself doesn't do that much damage. Where Fire excels is they need to set up buffs. There's one that they have called the Sun King's Blessing, which makes it so that the next time you cast a non-instant Pyroblast, it hits like 300% damage. And then you also, they have a buff called, their cooldown called Combustion. It has a bit of like cooldown reset. So they need to like not fuck up their combustion. They need to go ham with their combustion to lower the cooldown of their combustion so that they can use combustion to lower the cooldown of their next combustion. It's very much like... I kind of hate when specs do this, where you have a cooldown that you need to not have anything go wrong for the next time you use it. Then you have a mini combustion. It's... Hi, Kayla. Fire is... It's... I don't know. I feel like they should have made Frost easier than it is, and Fire's good where it is. Fire or Frost needs to be easier to play. You compare that to Warlock, which there's some advanced things that you can do in each spec, but I don't think any of the Warlock specs are particularly difficult, not to the degree Mage is. Oblivion's gonna know way more than me. But like, they have Affliction. I really like Affliction, but apparently it's dog water right now. Demonology is doing really good. And it's pretty easy. For Demonology, you cast Shadow Bolt. If you have 3 shards, and you get 1 shard per Shadow Bolt, you cast Hand of Gul'dan, which... Hand of Gul'dan, which summons 3 imps. Your imps just hang around you and shoot their own fireballs. If you have your cooldown up for Dreadstalkers, which is like a 20-second cooldown, this costs 2 shards, and you want to use this over Hand of Gul'dan. That's it. That's the core. You'll get a lot of instant Demon Bolts, which is like a 4-second cast, but you get a buff very often to instant cast it. And when you instant cast it, you get 2 shards. It's like... It's really not that hard to play Demonology. The iteration of Affliction is by far the best outside of the UA Spender. Gul'dan. Know a lot. But you get core procs. So you used to get more. You used to get so many Demon Core procs that you didn't cast Shadow Bolt. And they were like, that's too many. You can't do that anymore. And there's 2 Warlocks in my guild. Or at least they have Warlock ults. Neither of them is playing Warlock right now. They're so mad about it, Oblivion. They literally just hate Demonology right now. They're like, oh, they just want to suppress the unfun button, Shadow Bolt. And I'm like, guys, it's probably fair. It's not bad, to be honest. To me, it's fair, right? Because Demon Bolt gives you a lot of mobility. After your dogs expire, you get 2 core procs. Some people just like playing hard stuff. Stop trying to take all their stuff away, Ewan. Some people do like playing hard stuff. The thing is, people care more about numbers. Rate my last tier logs? Hi, Sabin. I can still apply Doombrand to all the mobs. You just need to prepare yourself more. Some just like it hard numbers. I sent you an WoW meme. Not sorry, just for you say something about it. I went to send you that Twitter link yesterday, I like feet, but I couldn't find you on Discord. And I was like, it would be a lot of effort to find them on Twitch. I'll just wait till tomorrow. Ewan would call me weird that I play dual wield Obliterate Frosty K, lol. I would. You wanna know why? Because two-hand Obliterate looks so much fucking cooler. Obliterate is the fucking coolest melee animation in the game with a two-hander. And you're dual-wielding? Really? You do the little twirl and then you just, like, you twirl to the left. And then you just fucking bring it down and it looks so good. Still trying to catch that Doombrand in single target with that cursed opener with Belors is the only though thing about demo. I feel like your phone auto-corrected you there. The only thing about demo? Okay. I feel like only tough thing. Got it. I feel like every warlock I talk to just wants to play destruction. I feel like they all love destruction so much, and oddly enough, I don't know why, I don't really like destruction. Dude, I know like 4 warlocks that are just like, I just want to play destruction, I just want it to be good. You don't hang out with those people? No, Oblivion, they're very nice, and they're some of my closest friends. They aren't trustworthy. They're some of my closest friends, Oblivion. I don't know. When you compare Mage to Warlock, I feel like all of the Warlock specs are, for the most part, straightforward. And all the Mage ones just feel a little gimmicky in some way that it's just, you have to do a little bit more to do damage on a Mage. Destro Andes. I'm going to assume Oblivion plays demo. I love Affliction. I really liked Affliction in... Let's see, I played it in Kata and I did well. And I also played it in the end of Warlords of Draenor and did well. I think I also briefly played it in Legion, but I wasn't having fun with it. Oh, that was... Okay. I should have known that, DJ User. I literally talked to you yesterday on Discord. You can't join MMO group as your Twitch name. That's funny. Okay. I think if your class is only a DPS class, you should know how to play all of them. Here's a crazy opinion I have, Oblivion. I feel like if you're a DPS class or if you're a class that only does DPS, I feel like one of its specs should be the opposite type of DPS. So I think Mage, Warlock, and Rogue should all get the Hunter treatment. I think Mage and Warlock should have a melee spec. I think Rogue should have a range spec. And that would give them like just a little bit of utility to like Wib Wobble and Group, where it's like, this is heavy on melee. Well, all these pure DPS classes can go the other one. I think Locke should be able to tank in demo. I think that would have been fun, but I think with Demon Hunters, that shouldn't be the case. Don't worry, name's still sus and gay. They don't know, though. Yeah. Here's what I would do for them, Oblivion. I would make Arcane like a spell sword, because everybody fucking wants the Mage Knight, right? I would make, for Warlocks, I would make Destro like a flamethrower spec. Like, just a spec that's just all about just putting your hand forward and just releasing a torrent of fell flames like a fucking flamethrower. Hi, Sarahs. You know, I need you to carry me. I want more Mythic plus 16s. Jack, I'm talking to someone about getting carried. Imagine your specs doing different things. I think Assassination Rogue should be about throwing poison shurikens and be ranged. Not like demo was single target. Destro was heavy cleave and Aft Council. Not anymore. I'm okay with it not being that anymore. Because I think it's really annoying. When I play a game, I typically want to know one spec. I want this to be the one thing I play. And when it's like, oh, you need to jump between specs for each fight, that really annoys me. Because that's just not how I want to play the game. I'd be okay with the game being like that. I just personally wouldn't like it. What you mean you are getting carried? But who will carry me? Nyx will carry you. Elon, you gotta know this one thing about me. I'm weird. I was AP and power creep back. I think you want AP and power creep. Yeah. What's your opinion on dotting stacking and docking stacking? I don't know what doting stacking is. Docking stacking? How do you stack that? Are crepes bread? No, they're just thin pancakes. My brain is broken this morning, the fuck? I don't know. The reason I got so interested in Warlock recently was because I was thinking back, and I was like, man, I rated as a Warlock in Kata, Warlords of Draenor, and Legion. And, like, I did well with it every time I rated as them. Why is this not my main class? And it was always Affliction. And so, I might give Affliction a try again. Listen, I know a cute Warlock that can help you out. It's so funny. I have 4 people that want me to play Warlock and teach me. For anything not mythic is fine. For Mythic Plus, I feel like playing Demonology would just be easy. Just kinda annoying. Yeah. Because of how 4-piece works. What is the 4-piece for Affliction? I actually don't know what it is. Mythic Plus app is awful, don't do it. I think that's why my guildies were saying Affliction is in a bad spot, because they always think of Mythic Plus first. Hi, Ruby. Thank you for the follow. Dot equals damage over time. Docking is animation canceling to make 2 skills hit at the same time. So I actually kind of like dot damage. And I always think dot damage classes are cool. And I want to play them. And then I think about it, I'm like, why do I think this is cool? I don't know. I'd love to be good at Feral Druid. But I'm fucking trash at them. So you have MR amp every 30 seconds with Rot. But this means that you need at least 3 shards for that. But then you need to keep your uptime for Dread Touch, so you gotta manage your shards. Ugh. I leveled as Demonology. And I found myself just wanting to start every fight with Hand of Gul'dan. And so I would like Hand of Gul'dan and then just Shadow Bolt till something would die. And that would leave me with enough shards to use Hand of Gul'dan at the start of the next fight. But sometimes it'd be like, oh, this is going kind of slow, and I'm going to cap on shards, so I'll do it again. And then I would only have 2 shards for the next one, or like, it would die slow and I'd be at like 3 shards, so I'd use Hand of Gul'dan, and then I'd have fucking nothing for the next fight, and I was just like, ugh. Thinking about keeping your shards for the next fight is just annoying. But damage profile is there because it's 30-second damage amp? Do they use Drain Soul? Because of that 4-piece, you take the talent that makes your Rot 30 seconds, which links up with Vile. Oh. Some people like dot builds, some people like only pet builds, some people just want to ERP. Nothing wrong with it. Still damages your enemies. ERP does not damage your enemies. Yeah, you were stacking up your SE. Okay. God, you're making me want to play Warlock and Mage. I wish Affliction was dot based. Is it not? Oh. I just want to roll my face on the keyboard build. That's kind of why I like Mage. Like, aesthetically, I don't really care about Mage. But I do fucking love the utility Mage has. And I also really, really like how easy Arcane was to play. The way I played it, anyway. Nope, your damage comes from MR Spender. Oh. I hope they bring back UA Spender in 11.0. Yeah. Yeah. Right now, the game seems to be all about, like, cooldown windows. It just feels like every class is about cooldown windows. And I wish they had more classes that were like, this class doesn't have any cooldowns. They just always perform at a high rate, and at the end, not lock? Is that all locks, or your cooldowns do nothing? Oh. Yeah, maybe I should be playing Warlock. Siren does nothing. Eyeball does nothing. Does Elon know For Honor the Ubisoft game? I do know For Honor. I haven't played it at all. I have watched people play. Infernal does nothing. Dude, I loved Permanent Infernal. That was like... God. Give Felguard as a cooldown to fucking... Well... I don't care what they do with Destruction. Give Demonology Permanent Doomguard or Infernal, and I don't think I would play anything else. The Felguard is cool, but fuck, it'd be so much better if Demonology was just like a big fucking demon. The Tyrant and Eyeball are for the same purpose, to extend your pet's dots. Infernal is just a meme that gives shards. I don't remember which expansion it was, but you could have a permanent Infernal, and he just radiated heat damage, and it was so good for dungeons. I loved that. That was awesome. I'll put it this way, Ewan. For affliction, I need a drink. You are super close to not even running the eyeball talent. Oh god. The eyeball talent is in the left tree, right? I think it's like 200 DPS better to not run Dracglare. Jesus. Like middle left bot? Yeah. What does Dracglare do again? I'm very new to Warlock with Dragonflight. I don't know anything about Destruction other than they have something to do with nether portals. And then I know a little bit about Affliction, and then I've been playing Demonology. Dark Glare? Okay. It's the eyeball that extends your dots? Oh, okay. And it does damage depending on your dots, but it does no damage? That's weird. I feel like a passive should definitely do more. Or no, a passive should do less, not more. What are we talking? Minecraft? Hi, Stroganoffles. We're talking WoW. We're talking about Warlocks in WoW specifically. So you use it to keep your dots up to MR? MR is... Shit, it's Malefic something, right? It's the spender that makes all of your dots do a burst of damage. Well, it's because Grimreach would give it more damage? Poggies. But the end cap is garbage? Damn. Rapture, that's what it is. Malefic Rapture. Do you try to roll Malefic Rapture? I saw that there was a talent that like increases all of your dot damage by like 8 by a percentage for 8 seconds. Do you try to play around that talent at all, or is it just like, whatever? There's one character I'm for honor named Shinobi. No one played them because they were F tier at the bottom. Once they buffed them, everyone was happy till they made another update and people hated them because they're so good. You heard something like that happen? I'm not sure if it's Dread Touch specifically, but I know there's an Affliction talent that when you use Malefic Rapture, your dots get buffed for 8 seconds. Increases the damage of UA. Oh, is it just UA? I'm trying to think of that I like feat. I'm trying to think if there's a situation where something was trash and people liked it. It got buffed and people hated it. Because it was too good. Would you keep up, E? Weak bounce. App is the managing spec? Well, I'm wondering, like, do you actually have to think about managing it, or do you get so many shards that it's just, like, easy to manage and you don't even really think about it because you're using Malefic Rapture so much? Hi, love. Manage your debuffs, manage your dots, manage your uptime buffs. Okay. I went to a meeting. How's the luck? We are at 5 miles, so when this video ends, which is coming up somewhat soon, we'll hang out, and then we'll end at 3 hours, because I gotta go walk the dog. With a 4-piece, you gotta think about it a bit more? I see. Have you walked to your core yet? Core joined me like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't think I'm a good person to ask, though, because it's second nature now. I don't know. I'm probably going to go to the normal on the Shaman. I will probably try to run a normal raid in some mythic dungeons on the Mage as well. And an Avarice Dread Touch required 4 shards to max out, so it was worse. Ugh. I'm the dog, woof woof, bark bark. How to spot a Zaki fan in the wild. I feel like every day I see a tweet from Zaki, That's him just like woof woof bark bark rough at somebody else's tweet. How many people would you bark for? There's two I can think of right away. There's two people that if they were like, bark for me, I would not even hesitate or like be a brat about it. I would just immediately start barking. Can I think of anyone that would potentially be a third? I think it's just those two off the top of my head. Home stretch. I think this is the last part of the walk. I think this is like 20 or 25 minutes. Seeing that guy fucking dead there was wild. I Codename Destroyer. I bark for nobody, for I am nobody's dog. Yet. The song brings me back. There's a lot of songs in these videos, so it's just like, oh man. Oblivion. I play an MMO called PSO2 NGS. It's not good, but it's alright. It has so much music and sounds that they use from the PSO games from like 20 to 25 years ago that like there are certain sounds in this game that just make me feel like sad and happy at the same time, because I just think about playing this game in like middle school. Puppy? No. Low-key Dragonflight soundtrack fucks. It does have a lot of good parts. That's pretty cute, Eland. Have you ever played PSO? Do you know about those games at all? I would give fucking anything for player housing like in PSO and character customization in PSO. WoW is the only MMO I really played. WoW is definitely the one I've played the most. There were times where I tried other things, but I never played any of these other MMOs for more than a year. I played Guild Wars 2. I played Star Wars The Old Republic. I played Terra. I played WildStar. I fucking loved WildStar. It's kind of become a meme with my friends where they're just like, oh great, Yulin's talking about WildStar again. WildStar was fucking incredible. And I will never forgive the studio for running it into the ground. PSO is kind of an MMO. It's also like more of a gacha. I play it like people play Genshin Impact, where I get on and do my dailies and buy cute outfits. You can talk to me about WildStar any day, I'll listen. Did you play WildStar at all? I was a stalker in WildStar. I just don't play PSO2 LOL. I tried it. If you say what I'm expecting you to say, Saris, I'm gonna lose my shit. Not at you, but at PSO and Sega. The gacha system was a nope? What do you mean the gacha? What? The gacha system? The gacha is all cosmetics. And you can get it all for free. Huh? No, I just like your voice. So I can be the dumb bitch you explain stuff to. So, well, that's the thing. Okay. It's there, so I know I'll use it more than just for free. That's a you thing, Sarah's. Elder Scrolls Online for 7 years. It's a gacha to noobs, no offense. The real focus is the fast-paced combat. I know it is. What I thought you were gonna say, Sarah, is I thought you were gonna say I tried it, but it was laggy and the servers weren't stable, so I gave up on it. It's like, oh, they fixed that 2 years ago. Never said it wasn't a me thing. That's fair. That's fair. That's the thing I hear a lot, Sarah, is PSO2 NGS came out. Its server stability was really bad for 2 months. WoW is laggy and the servers are on fire right now. God, it seems like they use the same servers from 20 years ago. No, the servers for PSO were like god awful. Like, you would be fighting an enemy and no damage numbers would pop up, and then after 10 seconds of fighting it, all of them would pop up. I actually enjoyed PSO2 before it became New Genesis, and I couldn't stand the game. Yeah, but you have a weird take on it, Proxy, that Core and I joke about now and then. Where you saw the trailer for NGS and you're like, oh, this game has gliding? Oh, unplayable. And then you went and played Genshin, and we were like, so you're going to quit because it has gliding, right? And you're like, nah, it's different. I love you, Proxy. I played it, New Genesis. And it sucked with or without gliding. I am sure you have a fair take on why you didn't like it, for, like, actual reasons. But I remember you seeing the trailer, because I showed the trailer to you, and I was like, they just dropped the trailer for New Genesis. And I remember you being like, gliding? Ugh, I hate this. And I was like, what? Fucking what? Giant open world that was massively empty? I don't think it's that empty. Players or enemies? You can go to different rooms that will have a lot of players doing activities. But yeah, you know, I will say, well, there's a lot of stuff. Like, every 5 feet, there's not a lot of valuable stuff. So, you know, that's actually a fair point. Uh-oh. Oh, it was just my PC? Eat the Proxy. Neil and I need your opinion about something? Yeah. Oh, I need to... Have you seen T-Swift? When you lust at the beginning. Literally 3 seconds of frozen screen? I haven't seen that. I love PSO New Genesis. I'm not edible, I'm toxic. With New Genesis, the combat is good. The player housing is incredible. The player customization is incredible. Those are the 3 big selling points. The world is okay. The endgame grind is kinda trash. Don't you think Dragonflight soundtrack is oddly familiar to Star Wars? I don't, but I'm gonna start listening for it. And I'm probably gonna notice it now that you've mentioned this, Oblivion. Have I noticed this before? No. I don't think you're proxic, Taki. Taki? Proxy. Only in the Emerald Dream? I would need like a side-by-side comparison. If I go listen to the Emerald Dream, I'm like, I don't hear the Star Wars. And then I'd have to go hear the Star Wars, but if I'm listening to the Star Wars, I'm like, I don't hear the Emerald Dream. I would need to listen to them literally like side-by-side or back-to-back. Stop trying to make me sound like food. Now, hold on. I still wouldn't want to eat you. I feel like you'd be, like, tough and gamey. Because you've gone through shit, but you're still standing. I don't know. Wanted to get my ears pierced for Xmas party tomorrow, but no places will do it that soon. Dang. Hi, non-dairy. You better have one earphone play Star Wars and the other in-game music, Yuli. I don't even know if I... No, I do have earphones. I do have a set of earphones. I'm literally my old OC with all the scars. True. Alright. I got WildStar got brought up. So, Oblivion. In WildStar, there were 6 classes. All of them could DPS, 3 of them could heal, 3 of them could tank. I played the Stalker class. And the way you had, like, tank and DPS or healer and DPS, it wasn't like you pick the healer spec. It was like old WoW talent trees, where if you were a healer, you took healing abilities and specs. So each talent tree had 10 abilities. And it was like, at the start, I think they were by level. And so if you were max level, you could just take 8 of the 10 offensive abilities. And then there was the 10 tank abilities, and there was 10 utility abilities. Utility was things like interrupts, movement, buffs. But you could only have 8 abilities on your bar. But there was 10 offensive abilities, so literally you couldn't have all of them. It was very much like Guild Wars, where you're just picking and choosing what's on your bar. God, you could heal me any day. I mean, I'm listening. Healing was actually really fun in WildStar, because everything was a ground AoE. Every single ability that you cast was a ground AoE in front of you, or like around you. But for healing, tanks had to separate from the DPS. If you wanted to heal everybody, you lined up the DPS and the tanks. If you were a tank healer, you had to position yourself to not be healing the DPS. Wait, so it's like perma healing rain? No. Think of it like, what's the pre-spell? I think it's like the Nova Star, not the Ring Nova, but the other one that's always competing with it, where they throw an orb forward and then it comes back to them. I don't even know if it's in the game right now. You never see people choose this talent. But in the past expansions, Something Star, imagine every healing being like that, where you had to throw it forward, it would heal the people it touched, and then it came back to you and healed them on the way back. Imagine every single heal being like that. So, like, a lot of them were just a target line in front of you. A lot of them were big cones, like, what's the paladin spell? The fucking AoE heal for paladins with holy power. The cone. So, like, Evoker Breath? Yes. Everything in WildStar was a ground AoE. Even the heals. Now, most heals were like, you heal 10 targets in front of you, so you didn't really have to fucking think too hard about where you're aiming. But if you were like, you heal 5 targets with a big heal, and you need to make sure you're hitting the tank, you're avoiding healing the DPS in that. And all the DPS and tanks know this. People in WildStar is like, if you see a DPS that's kind of just running circles or off to the side, people are fucking messaging them like, get behind the fucking boss and stand in the group. You are fucking up the tank healing. And they'd be like, oh, okay. But, so, you had 10 abilities in each category, right? So, each class had 30 abilities total, but you can only put 8 on your bar. And so if you were, let's say you were a Stalker, right? God, it does sound like Evoker healing. If you were a Stalker, what most Stalkers did is they took the Claw ability, which has no cooldown, and it just swipes in front of you. This is basically their filler. By the way, did you hear Skyrim got an update? They added more stuff to their store, and some mods don't work anymore. RIP sex animation mod. Yeah, fuck Bethesda. Most Stalkers would take Claw, which is just a no cooldown filler attack, and they would take Backstab. Backstab would cost like 40 energy, do more damage if you attack from behind, hit one target. They keep fucking with our mods. They would also take a third offense ability that when you crit, you do a no global cooldown attack that hits decently hard. And those were the only 3 offensive abilities that most Stalkers took. The other 5, they would all get mobility. So they'd have, interrupts, a vanish, a dash for movement. They take a second interrupt, and then some buff, right? That was what most Stalkers did. I came up with a very different build for Stalkers. Because there was so much, like, you could just do whatever the fuck you want. At the capstone talent for the offensive abilities for Stalkers was Clone. On a 24-second cooldown, you would make a clone for 15 seconds. And it didn't mimic your abilities. It was basically just, this thing fucking hits decently hard. All abilities, by the way, had their level points. So you would get a talent. Let's say you leveled up to 10. You would get a talent and put that in Backstab. Yulin created Shadow Clone Jutsu. You would get a talent and you would put that into Backstab. And this would make it hit like 3% harder. And you could put 4 talents into everything, and then it would have its capstone talent, although technically it had 2 capstone talents, which required 5 talent points. So you couldn't put any points into it until you had 5. Once you did, it changed how the ability works. So I think for Claw, it was something that was like, now it ignores 40% of armor, which makes it hit way fucking harder. Then you could put 4 more into it, to just make it hit 3% harder, 3% harder, 3% harder, 3% harder. And then you'd have the second capstone talent, which makes it regen energy. And so that's what, like, every Stalker took. I didn't take that. I think I took the first 4 talents and made it hit harder, but other than that, I didn't take that. I maxed out Clone, though. So at the first level, it made it so that Clone would use interrupts when the enemy tried to use cast. So if the enemy tries to cast something, it will automatically interrupt them. The second capstone talent... God, I love damage amp percentage talents. The second capstone talent was you summon 2 clones. So instead of 1 clone, I'm playing like a fucking Mesmer from Guild Wars 2, and there's 2 clones of me just fucking swiping at the enemy. They had another talent, or they had another ability called Concussive Kicks, which again, no other Stalker was taking. But this ability was you kick the enemy twice. The first capstone talent is that you can use it immediately after doing it the first time with no cooldown. It had like an 8-second cooldown, and so every 8 seconds you would just double kick the enemy, and then you could double kick them again. So 4 kicks. Its second capstone talent was every time you land a kick with concussive kicks, all of your offensive abilities cooldowns are lowered by 1 second. So here's where the fucking magic happens. You clone, you concussive kick, concussive kick. The cooldown was 24 seconds. This brings it down to 20. You wait 8 seconds, you concussive kick again. This brings it down to 16. So when your clones run out at 15 seconds, you have 1 second of downtime. And so I had permanent 2 clones. And like, because every single Stalker guide in the world was like, just run backstab. Just claw and backstab. People didn't know what the fuck I was doing. They just saw clones of me. 1 kick plus 1 kick equals 2 kicks. I loved the idea of seeing somebody actually writing that in a notebook and like their teacher walking behind them and seeing 1 kick plus 1 kick equals 2 kicks. And the teacher's just like, oh god. But so their damage meter was like 60% damage from backstab, 30% damage from claw, 10% from the critical strike thing. My damage meter was like 40% from clones, 20% from concussive kicks, 20% from claw, something percent, I don't know. My damage meter was completely fucking different than them, and I was fucking beating them. And it was just a 16-second rotation of literally just hold claw down. Every 8 seconds use concussive kicks, every 16 seconds use clone. God, I loved WildStar so much. That shit was so fun to me. The bosses in WildStar were fucking crazy. The very first boss they had, it was a 40-man raid. And the very first boss, Oblivion, he was on a floating hexagon platform. But it was like a hexagon grid, so it's like, I think it was 50 different hexagon pieces. Every 8 seconds, he would put a bomb on somebody. And the hexagon they were on would be destroyed. So you have a very strict enrage timer. In that once you run out of platforms, you're fucking dead. Hexagons have 6 sides, disregarding the bomb. He would put a big bomb on people, and they had to just jump off the platform. They had to jump off with like 2 to 3 seconds left on their bomb. So if they would jump off, it would blow up, that would send them to the sky, and then they would come back down. If you stayed on the platform, you would destroy the entire platform, and everybody would fucking die. That's literally Jailer? Yeah, I know. The Jailer fucking stole from WildStar. I'm aware, Oblivion. He also had... He had a, like, breath cone that he would do a 360 with. Kind of like the Lurker below Cutter Beam. And that made it kind of gnarly while running bombs out. Because you needed to run bombs in specific places, right? You couldn't just drop them in the middle of nowhere. Hi, Nick. Feeling your avatar always be going to be so very cute. Is your avatar always going to be so very cute? The avatar, yes. Me, hopefully. But the avatar, definitely. Yes, Oblivion. WildStar did the Jailer years ago. Now, to be fair, there's only so many mechanics that you can do, right? And it's after 10 expansions, it's a little difficult to make something that nobody's ever seen before, ever. So I get it, you know. But, yes. This was also just the first boss. This wasn't even like their amazing fight forever. This wasn't like the capstone fight of the raid. This was the first boss of 6. God, I love WildStar. This boss was called Experiment X-89. If you ever want to see it. Experiment X-89. But yeah, WildStar was really fucking cool in that every class had like 4 to 5 different DPS builds and like ways to focus on their damage. Engineers had a pet spec. I bet Yelan is cute IRL, borderline hot and bratty. You can see if you want. Wait, the Forgotten Experiments? The Forgotten Experiments? I should know that. I feel like that's a thing I should know, and I'm like mind blanking on it. No, that's a boss in Avarice, right? The Forgotten Experiments. Yeah. That boss, that felt like a nothing boss. Like, it was okay. I don't know. Okay, so thinking about the bosses in all of Dragonflight so far. The commander in... Uh-oh. Did I see... What? You should have seen it in Mythic? I didn't see it in Mythic. Was it a lot crazier? I've only done everything on Heroic. 2 at a time. Fuck that. Yeah, no, I'm good. Is it like you fight the first guy alone, and then when he's at 50%, the second guy comes out, and then when the first one dies, the third guy comes out? Or is it like 2 at a time? Okay. I was like, does one of them come back for 50%? That'd be kind of weird. What the fuck, Gale? Go back to slapping. This is messed up. Commander... something. Shoot me, please, Gale. The first guy of Vault of the Incarnates. That guy was whatever. What was the second boss? The second boss was the council. That one was cool. Not you, Oblivion. We shoot Euland. No! The council was cool. I liked how a lot of their abilities interacted. Then you fight Dathia. It's bad? No, I liked how their abilities interacted. You had to get rid of the lightning by touching the rocks. You had to get rid of the ice by touching the fire. Euland gets shot for being a bitch. That's messed up, Gale. Dathia was alright, but there were parts of it that were annoying. Yeah, in Vault. Fuck Dathia's achievement. Oh my god, the Dathia achievement was so annoying. I hated that. I don't know if you did the, like, meta achievements. Dathia? Oh, I just turned the treadmill off. But I saw the number, it was 6.2. The achievement for Dathia, I hated so much. Where you had to, like, get knocked up and catch the orbs. Council of Dreams is a shit show. Worst boss in the game. Stop breaking things together. Here's the thing. I kind of like the Council of Dreams just for the ducks. The ducks is really fun. The rest of it, not so much, but the ducks is fun. 6.2 miles. Now we rest. Done. I need to change this. I'm gonna grab this. Worst boss in the game. The ducks are fine until someone eats the last grass patch and you can't clear the debuff. We almost had that. We almost had that on Tuesday where we were like, stop eating the grass, stop eating the grass. And we had 3 ducks like sprinting toward the grass. And they all stopped at it. It was like, get the fuck away from the grass, you monsters. It was like the singular last patch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Hot take, Council Dream would have been better if the room was smaller. Maybe? Them bouncing all over the place is annoying. You're ranged and you're saying that. I hate trying to keep Flame Shock up on all of them. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. I'm casting Chaos Bolt, and the dumb dragon teleports behind me. God, that's awful. Did I say 24 or 25? 25. 26. And my Mayhem can't proc because they are too far away. Ugh. 27. 28. 29. You are at 15, fuck you. 30. Okay. Everybody look away. Don't look at me, I gotta do the thing. Ugh. Don't look at me, it's embarrassing. Alright, you can look now. Promise? Stare. Alright. If she didn't come out with it, if it's not out, I'm gonna cry. Wispy Woo? It's not out yet. What the heck? Is it just showing up weird? No, it should be... It should absolutely be the most recent one there. Whatever. We're just gonna go to my home world. There's supposed to be a new Wispy Woo map. I guess it's having trouble and it's been delayed. Yuli is taking us home. I am. This is my home world. Oh. Where's the camera? There it is. Because I had it extended. Nope, not that one. Look at me. Anchor. Default. There. It's weird that this is my homeworld, because I actually don't like water. And I have a fucking water map as my homeworld. I don't know. I just think this map is fucking crazy comfy. Need to be right here. Oh no, that's the middle of the seat. We're going over this way then. Be against this pillow. Yeah. Oh, what the... That's fine. I need this. And I need this. Hi, Aeon. Yuli is taking us home to their bed. No, to the boat. How was the walk? We did 6.2 miles. It was a little slow-paced at first. But by the second half, it was fucking flying because chat was moving so fast. I can't believe Yulin doesn't have a biology degree. I literally do. I literally do have a biology degree. You don't like 60% of your body composition? You get to go to the chiro today? Hell yeah. I've never been to a chiropractor. I did have a brief moment where I just kept looking up chiropractor videos because I just wanted to hear the fucking pops. But you're a marine biologist? Oh my god. Oh my, Yuli, could you teach us about anatomy? I had to take one anatomy class. And it was basically, alright, for quiz this week, we're going to memorize the skeleton. And it was just like, okay. It felt a little half-assed for a class. And I don't remember much. Yeland, was it a distal and proximal? I have no idea what a proximal is. A distal makes me think of digits, but it's probably different. It's alright, we could just figure it out together. Okay, I don't mind that. How many calories did we burn? Where is... Did your life not open? Huh? My program to track my calories didn't open. What the fuck? I don't know how many calories I burned. And I can't even check the treadmill for that because I accidentally turned it off. Shit. Oh no, it did open. We burned 1,000 calories. It's just behind one of my windows. Oh well, that means you gotta do it again, Yuli. We definitely can't do that tonight. We gotta walk the dogs. Soon. I'm thinking I hang around for 20 minutes. It was a long walk today. What? Why is this open? I went to go spy on people and I just realized that I left a window open with a spreadsheet. Excess overlay busted? Access overlay might be busted. Tonight? Oh, they meant the walking. My trackers arrived, still waiting on base stations. Station your bases. Hell yeah, Shock Novels. I'm gonna get new base stations for Christmas. I'm hoping that fixes some of my tracking. I got on this morning, and for like a minute, my right hand was just drifting in every direction, and I was like, is this the day it fucking dies? Maybe I should get on VR chat again. It's been a while. So Oblivion, I basically let anyone join me who wants to. I kind of make them stick around chat a little bit, so like if they're new, I'm like, I want to see you for like a week in chat before I let them join. I'm new. Shut up, Aeon. You're literally one of my oldest friends here. Once they're on my friends list, though, I literally am just on blue status and people can join whenever. Open a throne re should be a point redeem license thing. Oh, that's a good point. That is not a bad point, Pixel. I'm shy until I'm not. My shyness is a fucking parabola. I think that's the right word. You have a license for that, femboy? My shyness is like, I'm very open, very lewd in conversation. So I can join a Twitch chat, I'll look at their rules, and so long as there's nothing that's like, don't be lewd, I'll just fucking be lewd as shit, and like crack jokes, and be like very open and flirty. If they tell me to stop, it's like, alright, I can reel back. But I very much enjoy flirting in chat. Then I meet people in person, or over voice, and I'm way less flirtatious and open. I'm a lot more polite and formal. But then it gets to DMs, and they're like, hey, let me see your butt. And I'm like, yeah, okay, here you go. I don't have any reservations or shame when it comes to, like, sharing nudes and stuff like that. But, like, flirting over voice, I'm like, I don't know. It's hard. Even with people that I've known for, like, 4 years and I'm extremely close to, I, like, have to really push myself to, like, flirt with them openly. I think I'm getting rid of that a little bit. I think I'm flirting a lot more now, but for a while it was like I was a fucking degenerate in chat. Talena called me out on this. I was an absolute degenerate in her chat, and then I met her in VR chat, and I was just like super polite. She's just like, you're so different. You're fake horny. You're not real. And I was like, no, wait, stop. You can't call me out. I bet Yulin has a cute butt. You can see it if you want, Nandari. I'll be right back. I saw something that made me real happy, Yulin. Yulin is forward. 4 base stations, full body tracking, wireless headset, and waiting. Wait. You have 4 base stations, full body tracking, and a wireless headset, and you don't regularly get on VR chat? That's crazy to me. I cannot unvoice, it's too much for me. Go on, Yulin, flirt with me with that Neapolitan ice cream hair. I can't flirt on the spot, I'm bad at that, Aeon. Post x 0 is less than x is less than 1. What the fuck is that? Online flirty and gay, IRL quiet and shy. I was getting on regularly. It's just been 3 months because of IRL stuff. So then WoW new patch came out. Steal Zealand. What the fuck? You can't steal me? You can't do that. My heart rate down yet? It is. It's down to 85. When I'm walking, it's typically at 120. 6.2 miles. And then I'm about to go walk 1 more mile when I walk the dog. Yay. Train your heart, 120. Yeah, when I'm exercising, it goes up to 120 beats per minute. That's well within what it's supposed to be. That's not bad. That's while exercising. And I think like 60 to 90 is good for resting. You can look at the meme now, unless you're too exhausted. Let's look at it now. Is it that hand? I think XS overlay is fucking up and I can't click anything. So it's not letting me look at it. Well, heck. Don't you have an idea? Doggo cam with doggo treadmill? If I get on VR chat again, it's going to be a long night of drinking again. Here's the thing. The doggo cam wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for when she's like laying in a spot that she's comfy. However, the doggo on the treadmill for a doggo cam, that's not gonna work. The doggo just doesn't understand the treadmill, and she will freak out over it. Can't drink, you're allergic. I'm such a picky eater that I cannot stomach most alcohols. So I'll try to drink it, it's just like I'm immediately gagging and like almost throwing up. The only drink I could handle was vodka. And so I made screwdrivers. And this is going to be my first time drinking ever. I was like 28, 29 years old. I'm going to have screwdrivers. Nobody told me screwdrivers were not 1-to-1. I just assumed 50% orange juice, 50% vodka. And nobody told me that, like, for my first time, I should be doing, like, 1 part vodka, 7 parts orange juice. I didn't know. And here's the other thing, Oblivion. The first time I was drinking, I went to the Pokemon drinking map. That was my first time drinking 1-to-1 screwdrivers. I fucking got wasted so fast. I was there for 30 minutes, and I was fucking gone. Nobody told me. Oblivion, nobody told me. You're cute, the fuck. Oh my god. And so, I remember near the end, my friend landed on the Abra, and it was like, roll. If it's an even number, you don't teleport. If it's an odd number, you teleport back. And this guy was way ahead of everybody, and he rolled to not go back, so he got the good roll. And I just remember being like, no, that's bullshit. You have to go back. You're already winning. You have to go back. So I picked up his piece, and I moved it to where he was supposed to go back. Well, where I said he was supposed to go back if he'd bad rolled. And then I just fucking laid down and passed out, and I was gone. And I was just fucking face down in my beanbag the entire next day because I was just, my stomach was so bad. Drunk Yuli sounds like fun. Well, here's the thing, Oblivion. because I got blackout drunk on vodka, vodka is now nauseating to me. That's a skill issue and a reading issue. I can't drink vodka anymore. But that was the only alcohol I could handle. So now, I just can't fucking drink anything. And I have not gotten drunk since. And so I'm like, man, I mean, it's probably good because it helps my wallet and it's probably good for my liver and shit, but I kind of miss... I'd like to be able to socially drink. Just have a screwdriver with some lemonade. I can find you something. Everybody suggested Bailey's because I like milk so much. Everybody was like, you gotta have Bailey's. I did not like Bailey's. I have a ton of vodka here, Yuli. I cannot stand the smell of vodka now. I smell vodka and I'm immediately like lurching. Just like, ugh. Oh god. Ugh. I cannot. I don't want to go anywhere near vodka again. I'm suggesting something else, wheat beers. So, there's two things that I'm a little interested in trying. I'm a little interested in trying soju, and I'm a little interested in trying mead. Lost One really likes mead. Soju is what Foss usually goes for. Yulin would look cute with a beer belly. I kind of used to have one. Not from beer, but just from like, because I was overweight. The whole reason I started walking was because I was overweight. I was 205 pounds, at 5'6". And I've lost 47 pounds since then. If it wasn't for allergies, I had a ton of mixed drinks. Oh, I love sake. Good Heswind. I can lift you. Hi, Violet. Not only would I let you lift me, Violet, I'd let you fold me like a lawn chair, and I'd thank you for it. I do drink sake, but in the spirits class, try gin. I'm a crazy picky eater. I am, It's very difficult for me to find an alcohol I like sus. Is that suspicious for me? I feel like that's very on brand and on point. Oh, fuck. 30-12. I should end here. But fuck, I'm having fun. You know what? No. We can end here. Leafeons is still alive, and I don't get to rate her that often. And I fucking love her, so... if I end now, I'll get to rate her. And you know what? There's a stream tomorrow. So do me a bit of a favor. Go to your good bar and try a classic gin and tonic with lime. Had a guy get mad in high school once. And in his attempt to tackle me and pin me, wound up not knocking me over and scrabbling up my frame like a roach. What a fucking loser. Aw, but I'll miss you. Coke or Pepsi? Here's the thing I like, Pete. I am a really picky eater because my taste buds are oversensitive. I find carbonation painful, so I don't like any sodas. There's not a single soda that I like. I lifted him by his shirt and asked if he was done while holding him at arm's height. Oh, dude. You can't do that in school. Your fucking social life is over. I won't miss you, Yuli. You don't have to miss me. I'm, like, still gonna be online. You can message me on Discord or Battle.net. But if you miss me, tell me if you want to play WoW this weekend. I will. Oh, I have a bit of that. Doritos are off-putting because they're over-flavorful. Lewd, Yulin Steppy raid. Oh my god. Sure, make that the raid message. He was already largely insignificant, and so was I. I had a weird high school. It was very small. We had a graduating class of 60. And so, pretty much everybody got along because, you know, we'd all known each other for 5 years, and we literally all knew each other. And so, like, I was the nerd, but, like, I was friends with everybody, so, Mine was 260 plus. That sounds like a small school, but even still, that was bigger than mine. I need it in this hand. There we go. Ah. Behavior, auto level, look at me, anchor, world. The map maker is Wispyville. I fucking love them. Ah. We're going to Leafeons. Got to Raider in a while. Oh wait, I can look at now because I'm at my desktop. WoW means to World of Warcraft. Wow, I should peg them. You need to put that in the fucking memes channel. If you don't, I will. That's incredible. I like feet. Flash. Raid. Leafeons. Did I spell everything right there? Yeah. 300, but the freshman class started at 2K? Oh my god. Wait, did you actually send me a disc friend request on Discord? I sent you a BattleNet friend request. I don't think I sent a Discord. I definitely didn't send a Discord friend request. Thanks for stream. You'll love you later. Yeah, bye everybody. Thank you for keeping me company today. We did 6.2 miles. I haven't set up my socials thing, so there's a Discord and a YouTube link down below. I love you. Bye. Our dropout rate is a state record. Oh my god. Yeet. Don't tell me she ended. Oh no, she didn't. Okay.